started walking every day, trying now. Now it helped me cope with my insecurities, with my challenges that was going on in the house. But my wife started being distant, and I understood things were not well at the house. I was praying, fasting for the marriage to go well, but kakulu for the Lord to open, job opportunities.
Well, welcome to it. This is Love, Marriage and Family Podcast with us, Mo and Pindi. Thank you so much for joining us, even this week. And oh my goodness, we're about our second last week, if I'm not mistaken. It's been quite a ride, and we're going to talk more about that. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for streaming. It's an absolutely lovely opportunity that we believe God has placed before us to engage with interesting people, and South Africa is filled with interesting stories, interesting people.
Wow.
And today is absolutely no different, because Pindi right here is about to introduce us to our guest for today.
Oh, yes. Hi, guys. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for watching us wherever you are.
Yeah.
I've just learned that a lot of you are watching us from your cars.
Others in London, we see
Even
you.
though that's dangerous.
Others
but
in the US, we see you. We see you across Africa.
Thank you so much for watching wherever you are, at home, in your office, or whether you're watching in your car, like somebody told me last week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for subscribing. As Mo said, we are about to end the season, and it's been a ride and a half. But without wasting any time, we've got our guest for today. Today we are joined by the one with the velvet voice.
Velvet,
I don't know. It's I don't know. It's one of those voices that you cannot miss.
Yeah, authority.
That's how amazing this human being is, and it is our absolute pleasure to be sitting with Nkanyiso Bhengu.
Mo and Pindi. The love pioneers. The love pioneers.
So much pressure.
No, guys, you are doing a great job, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Your love is beautiful. Your fight is beautiful.
Yeah.
Keeping families together. Wow, man.
Yeah.
May God bless you more. You are actually doing the work of the Lord.
Yes,
because
Yeah.
He established marriage. Don't get me preaching right now.
Futhi, thank you so much. It is an absolute pleasure, like I said.
Amen.
Ubuzama shona ngala sathi no, eventually when are you going to be here?
Oh, yeah.
So
Sorry, guys, I took so long. I know Mo called me a long time ago to invite me. Yeah. And because I've moved to Durban, so now, but I always come up to Joburg every now and then.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
thank you for having me. I'm here.
Yes.
Don't fret. We're here now.
Let's do this. Let's do
So
this.
one of the reasons, so Pindi, as Pindi was saying, we're about to complete our season.
Yes, sir.
And we sit down and we have a smorgasbord,
Yes, sir.
of people that would like to have a conversation with. And obviously you being one of those people.
Yes, sir.
That's why we've been calling you like way back to say, hey, Ndota, come, let's have a chat.
Yes, sir.
Because we really believe,
Appreciate
Guti, that there's an interesting story around your journey.
Yes, sir.
That South Africa, and the world at large, will benefit from.
Yes, sir.
And maybe as part of that and in engaging with that story, maybe can you take us to where it all began for you? Because
Lord Jesus.
many people know you from Joyous, but I can tell you that's not where it began.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not at all. It found me along the way.
It found you along
yes.
the way. Can you tell us then, about you, who you are, so
Thank
that
you.
people, abaninzi bethu, we know you from the adverts, and but as that guy with the head,
The famous guy.
that guy with the head.
You're making it sweat already.
So yeah, man, tell us where it all began for you, and until you found yourself in the public eye.
Yes, sir. Born and raised Mlazi, Kwai.
Oh, wow.
I was raised by my grandparents, but my mom, from a single parent home, but there was too many of us.
Yeah.
My grandparents had 7 kids. The oldest one had moved out of the house, and that is my uncle. And then 6 of them stayed at home. And my nieces and with my cousins, there was a lot of us.
Yeah. From 7.
We were about 17
Can you imagine?
Sure,
in the
one
house.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kwai. My grandparents were just normal church folk.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a local evangelist. He would preach around schools in my neighborhood, do home sales. My grandmother was a Sunday school teacher. They come from Assemblies of God.
Yeah.
So my grandmother one time said, "Oh, there's too many of you. Let me make you into a choir."
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
And
That's
then,
creative.
yeah, my grandmother, she was a Proverbs 31 woman, man,
Yeah.
But I understood the Lord through my grandparents.
Gotcha.
And I knew how that I could sing because of my grandmother. Because we were so young, and my family is a singing family. We all of us can sing. It's a few that
Yeah.
I'm sure
that are
even-
not
not as
gifted.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure even the few think they are.
Yeah, no, definitely in family funerals and family choir and weddings
Yes.
and everybody, let's sing together. So that's how we grew up.
Oh, wow.
Church, Assemblies of God. That's when I really knew how to sing, and then time went on. My grandparents went to heaven, but I got saved when I was 14. By my beautiful pastor who was preaching. Actually, I was drunk
When you got saved.
when I got saved.
Oh,
I was
wow.
14.
Oh,
In the township,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
You play around with
Yeah,
stuff. You
yeah.
see your uncles
Or
drinking.
umalume beshiye
Yes.
something lapha.
Yabona opia laphana.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
what did he taste?
One day-
Let me
Lo muthi
taste this thing. He tasted it. I was with a friend of mine, Danger Hadeb, and we drank. And then we used to have a group. Okay, I moved from Gwai and I stayed Kwazet. That's when I got saved.
Okay.
Under Pastor L.A. Buteles, Archibald Buteles. He used to be Assemblies of God, but because I think he outgrew the way Assemblies of God did things, he wanted to introduce a new way of worshiping, where there's praise and worship in the beginning of the service, and then there's announcements. Usually, he changed the program. But he loved overseas worshipers like Andre Crouch. He was influenced by that. And when I saw him, I was like, wow. I never had a father. My father was alive, but he never raised me. But when I went to this church, when I got saved, I became sober immediately when I was 14, and then I went into the church. It's called New Life. That's when I learned who God was and the way of worship and praise in my church. I loved it. We used to sing Kirk Franklin's song. I became a choir conductor at the age of 15.
Oh, wow.
And the pastor just gave it to me because he used to do everything himself.
Yeah.
Brilliant pastor. He was amazing. But I learned a lot from my church that made me who I am.
Yeah.
So that's where I really I was able to stand in front of people and sing and conduct the choir. Everything that I learned from the church is what I am today. So amazing.
Wow.
So when you moved Kwai,
Yeah.
Mlazi, and you moved
Kwazet, yeah.
Umuva uyohlala nobani Kwazet?
My mother worked at a retail shop, one of the biggest retail shops. And because there was too many of us at home, my mother had to move. And my uncle said, "Hey, Pumzile, what's Alagazet? Come, I have a house that was given by government, a 4-room house. I mean, I've built my own house, so you can take care of that house." So she moved and took me and my little sister. And there's 4 of us, but I'm the 3rd child, and then my sister is the last born. So we stayed with her, all three of us.
Yes.
That's when things changed
Oh, wow.
in terms of the food that we're eating.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, from 17 to 3.
We were not allowed to eat eggs. We were not allowed to eat polony, sausages.
All the things you wanted, you know what I mean?
Only the old people ate that.
Yeah.
Because if we all ate it, it will be gone.
In one
In one
hour.
day, exactly.
Yeah.
So they're like, no tea for you, not all those good stuff. We used to eat porridge in the morning with a big pot that my grandmother used to use, and then whatever was left, she will make a maheu.
Yes.
And then from there we will eat ukadolo, which is imfino and all of that.
Oh,
That's how we
yeah,
ate
yeah.
when I was. But it was good food.
Yeah.
And we would burn it because I was young and
Yes.
active.
Yeah.
But when I moved
What's
towards
that?
that, oh Lord Jesus.
That's where everything started.
Oh my God, my God, my God. My mom would see specials at work.
Yeah.
Bring cool drinks, polonies, cheese, sausages, and eggs. And, bro, I will eat like 6 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
word.
6 times.
Yeah.
Bro, I would break it down like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was my life. So,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize that I wasn't as active as I used to be.
Got you.
And the food started being deposited and stored around my waist area. And so that's when, as a teenager growing up, that's when I started gaining weight, but I was chubby. I wasn't like overweight. Even my grade 12 or 17, they used to call me Nkunta at school. You know, kids.
Oh, you used to have one of those names.
Yeah, back then it wasn't called what do you call it? Body shaming and all of it. It wasn't called that. We were just joking around and squarana, but it's in a city siyagonana back at home, you know.
That's what it was
Yeah,
supposed to be
so or bang is bonda because councillors were known as big people.
So we
it's
met,
bonda.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's bonda. You know. That's how it was. So, but I started gaining weight gradually. But that's when I really knew how to sing. I was doing classical music. Feel away, sail. I was singing that. I was singing gospel. Everything that I was singing Statamia. I was called Utalala because I used to sing. I used to sing Stata. Everything that has to do with music, I was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was singing in my neighborhood. So I there was no time to idle. I was always busy. Singing or going to church, running rehearsals and performing, and that's what I used to do. That's me in a nutshell, man.
So you grew up you grew up in this house or home where everyone obviously sing, as you said.
Yeah.
But when does it begin for you now, where you kind of feel like, okay, you know what, this could be a career for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, siyacula, having fun around home.
Yes, ma'am.
But I can actually take this a step further and make life out of it.
To be honest with you, Sis Pindi, I never thought I would be paid by singing.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, I never thought. I did civil engineering school. I thought I was going to be, a construction guru.
Yes.
Have
Usibonde,
my-
wangempela.
Yes, usibonge nawangempela.
I have my own company, construction company, and that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Only to find that God had another, plan.
Yeah.
So now check this out. I went to Natal, Mangosuthu Technikon, did S1 to S2. Then I went to Natal Tech, did S3 to S4 civil engineering. But I failed my last semester of civil engineering, 1999. Then I was home from 1999, 2000. I was home doing nothing, just praying and fasting, going to church, singing at church. And then one time, 2002, then we moved from Mlazi. My big brother bought a house in New Germany. So we went and stayed with him. My mother, me, my sister, my big brother, and his kids. We stayed with him in New Germany. So I was busy cleaning up, very domesticated. My mother taught us way back in time to be able to clean, wash dishes,
after
cook.
yourselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
She taught us a long time ago. My grandmother wasn't playing around. So with Fagengatin, we would go plow. And,
Yes.
my house, they didn't play. So now I was cleaning the house. Everybody was at work and school, and I was at home, just domesticated, man, cleaning the house. And I saw the television advert of pop stars,
Oh, yeah.
2002
Yes.
Coca-Cola pop
I
stars.
remember that, yeah.
I was like, what? Okay, they're doing pop stars auditions, Durban, SABC. I'm going there for just for fun. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Man, you know,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cleaning
Might
the
as
house.
well.
I'm cooking.
Yeah.
You know, might as well.
Yeah.
You know, just go and you know, just have fun. Actually, I just wanted to have fun. I knew I was gaining weight gradually, so I knew I didn't have a body of a pop star. So I went there.
You had a voice of a pop star.
Yeah, I had a voice, but not the body and the image. I was contestant number 208, 2002, April, when they started the auditions. Went in there saying, I believe I can fly, the rest is history. They just loved me. You know, the presence of the Lord was there. The favor was there. The judges just were blew away by me. The actual producers of pop stars were like, who's this boy?
Where did this one come from?
Exactly. I went to the preliminaries, and then I was chucked out at top 30. But I didn't realize I had made a mark. From there, my career started.
You're kidding.
In the entertainment industry. 2002, June, that's when my career started.
Sure.
In the industry.
So, Ekaya, obviously, did you tell them you were going ahead?
Duh!
Because I'm sure now they're like, yeah?
They were
Audition?
blown away. What? What happened? Oh, really? You're going to Joburg? First time. I was 26 years.
Wow.
2002, June, on my birthday, I flew to Johannesburg. First time on the plane, first time leaving home, going to Johannesburg for auditions, pop stars.
After making it top 30?
No. Before I get to, at the auditions, they flew me to Joburg for the pop star auditions.
Okay.
But when they took me out, when I didn't make the cut, because they said I'm too powerful, my voice is too big, I can't blend with other kids.
Because they were creating
Yeah.
a group.
They were creating a group.
Yes.
So they said I
now you
stand
wanna
out.
go on your own.
Yeah, I stand out too much. My voice is too loud. I can't blend with others. I don't play well with others in a group. I can't, you know. I was born so. They said, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
Bye, bruh. Bye, bruh. So I went back home to Durban, New Germany.
Yes.
While I was there, the Coca-Cola guys called me. The guys, the corporate, the executive producers, they said, listen, we are doing a song for a Coca-Cola Cup tournament, a soccer tournament. So we want you to do the theme song for the Coca-Cola Cup tournament.
Oh, wow.
That is 2002, August.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay, cool. I'm available. I'm home, and I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
They flew me to Joburg.
Again.
So I was just flying now, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh,
I was
yes.
just flying now. So they flew me in. I did the song. I came back home, and then the tournament started. There's a pastor who has a prophetic gift, Ubab Themba Mahlaba.
Yes.
He prophesied upon me that, he said, when I was in my church days, he said, God is going to take you far. You're going to sing and they will pay you. I didn't know. I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
And then a pastor from America came, visited South Africa, Assemblies of God. Pastor, his surname is Garlington. Forgot his name. But his surname is Garlington.
I remember him.
He prophesied upon me again. I think I was about 20.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing.
Joseph Garlington.
Joseph Garlington.
I remember him.
He prophesied upon me at Assemblies of God. Remember, I'm just singing in church.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on my school and civil engineering. I'm not getting paid. It's church. I'm serving. Boom. Then after recording the theme song, now I had to perform it at stadiums across the country.
Oh, wow.
My. That's a
Guess-
big break, eh?
Guess what? I was getting paid. Just 3 minutes, halftime. Iya chisa.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
2,500 rands in the bank.
Oh, wow.
You
Couldn't believe it.
kidding?
Oh,
Couldn't believe it.
wow.
Back then, that
Back
was
then,
that was like a
Come on.
Yo.
Yo.
nice gig.
Come on.
Yeah.
2,500, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, what?
I can live like this.
Man, what's going on right now? Like, what?
Give me more of that.
Like, Lord, what? Bro, I would
Wow.
be performing in big games. That's where I met Robert Marawa. That's where I met a lot of like soccer players and
Yes.
you know, great people in the industry. I was just blown away.
Yeah.
Then check this out. Then I went to Durban. The game was playing in Durban at Kings Park. There were not these beautiful stadiums
New
now.
stadiums,
Yeah,
yeah.
New
Moses
stadiums.
Mabhida.
It was Kings Park.
Yeah.
I see Lindelani at the Suits, Lindelani Mkhize, the guru, the mogul, the executive producer, the entrepreneur, the businessman, the philanthropist. I performed at the stadium and then I came up to the Suit.
Ushaye 3 minutes wakho lapho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came up. Lindelani said, hey, Mfana. We come from the same church.
Yes.
Assembles.
Usuka Mlazima,
Yeah.
Mlazima, yeah.
D section.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Mfana, I see you doing your thing. They listen, boy. We will talk. This is 2002, right? We will talk, Mfana. Ngikufuna kujoy us, but we will talk. And then he left it like that. So, but I was busy with the Coca-Cola thing, so I didn't have time. And then from there, my journey in the industry began. Because after that, a lady who was a publicist for the Coca-Cola Pop Stars, Coca-Cola called it to Cape Town. They were starting a new game show called Coca-Cola Mega Millions.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then this lady...
Okay.
Now
I can connect the dots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now this lady is at the auditions. She's seeing all these people being auditioned in Cape Town. She's sitting there. She's like, something is missing. I see all these people. They're good, but something. And then she tells the executive producers of Coca-Cola, listen, can you give me a chance? Can I call someone to come and audition? We will take it from there. This guy said, no problem.
Okay.
I receive a call. Hello. Now, the Coca-Cola Cup is finished.
Yes.
It's November now, and I'm back home in Durban. So I receive a call. Hi, Nkanyiso. This is Mama Penny. I'm like, hey, Mama Penny. How you doing? Penny Stein.
Yes.
How you doing, Mama Penny? I'm good. Listen, my boy. I want to fly you to Cape Town. They are doing a game show, and I love your personality. I want you
And
to...
this is auditioning.
Yeah,
stage.
it's stage. She said, I want you to fly. I will fly you to Cape Town. I'll book you at the Cullinan Hotel. And I want them to see you. They will give you a script and everything. I know you've never done something like this, but I love your personality and everything you are. So now, are you interested? I was like,
Hello?
like, what do you
You
mean?
German right now.
Yeah, I'm home.
Are you even asking?
You know? And boom, the following day, I'm flying to Cape Town. I'm sleeping at the Cullinan. They pick me up. I go to the studio. Boom, I do my thing. The rest is history again.
Oh, wow.
They took me from there. They said, go back home, pack, come back.
Sure.
Bro, it was my first time doing a live
Oof.
present.
Yeah.
I've never presented
that must
before.
be,
I've
yeah.
never done TV before. I've only been introduced to this thing now as a pop star, a contestant.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. I'd never started acting. I never started singing. I was blessed with the gift. Like now, all these things are coming at me at one time. I'm like, what is going on here, man?
Sure, the Mega Million was a big one.
No,
Yeah,
it was huge. But I got robbed because I understand I was new in the industry.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
The people that,
I like
okay,
that.
I didn't know that you become a brand ambassador.
Yes.
I didn't know that. And the people that, the executive producers of pop stars were acting like managers. But when I told them about the gig in Cape Town, they just said, hey, Nkanyiso, you know what? We are in Joburg. We can't help you. Just go do your thing. I had to find my own place to stay in Cape Town. I had to try and get a car for myself. It was rough. The gig was dope, but it paid me 15 grand a month. And I had to be there for December, January, February, March. I did it for 4 months.
And I mean, they knew you were out of town.
Yeah, out of town.
You were from out of town.
Yes, out of town.
Why they never made arrangements?
I'm new in the industry. I don't have any representation.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what was going on. I mean, I was just happy that, I'm going to get 15,000
And
from
be on
2,500.
I'm going to get 15K and be on TV.
Then be on, dog. Come on.
Was there a line you would take it or leave it?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I was sold to it. I was going to do it one way or the other. But because God is a good God, my sister had introduced me to my aunt from my father's side, who stayed in Cape Town. I didn't know her. I didn't know my family on the side of my father because he never raised me, right? But when my sister introduced me to her, I called her up. I said, "Hey, listen, auntie, I know you don't know me like that, but I'm coming to Cape Town.
I might need you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to Cape Town. I'm lying. No, I'm lying. The first time I went, 2002 December, there are friends of mine, 2 friends of mine I grew up with, Sandile Tele and Tulan Tele. I grew up with. Tulan was working at Engine in Cape Town. I called them up. I said, "Yo, I'm coming to Cape Town. I don't have a place to stay." They said, "Come stay at that crib, boy." I'm like, boom. I said, "I'm coming, though." I stayed with my boys.
Yeah.
And then I called my aunt just to meet her, to know her. And she loved me, but she had to love me, man. I was on
What's
TV.
there not to love?
You're on TV.
I was on TV, and it's a blessing to be related to someone on TV. Oh, my brother's son. Oh, my God.
Being introduced to everyone.
Yeah, now I'm like, okay, cool. Then we made friends. But now, check this out. God is just amazing. He aligns, even though you are treated badly, even though the situation is not favorable, but God makes it favorable. Now I'm this big star, Coca-Cola Mega Millions. I'm on television everywhere in the country. Now the guys in Cape Town, the Coca-Cola beverage, they said, "We want you to do promotions for us." I said, "It's okay. If you want me to do promotions for you, give me a car." They said, "Okay, cool. We'll give you a car and we'll give you petrol." I'm like, "Aye, holla at your boy." I was driving a Coca-Cola branded car in Cape Town, bro.
Oh, wow.
God, ain't God good?
God is amazing.
Bro, I was cruising in that thing. I didn't have to worry about petrol or nothing. Getting my 15 grand every month, man. Stayed in Cape Town. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I've arrived.
Yeah.
But, and then the following year, they called me again. I did it again. They paid me 20 grand. But now, it was so popular. If I had representation, I would have been getting $1 million.
They've scored a lot.
Yeah.
I would have been getting millions, depending on the negotiations, but it didn't go that way. But that's how you start in the industry, apparently. You get exploited. So that's my life.
I think that's such a sad...
It's a very sad...
It's a sad... reality that... Because we've experienced that as well.
A lot.
Someone will say, actually, you need to accept, that you'll be exploited.
Yeah.
I mean, why does it have to?
But it's like that.
It is like
you can try.
So
You can try
sad.
and fight it as much as you can. You're gonna go hungry.
Yeah.
You won't be able to feed yourself or your children or your family. It's a rough industry, but we will have to try and change it. But it's even harder because you got gatekeepers. You got people that really do not care about the industry. They just want to be making money and playing God. But we hopefully God is going to change that situation. We become executive producers now, and we change the narrative.
Absolutely.
It has to be changed.
And of course, with that, there's a point where you get the phone call, Yaka Lindelan.
Yeah.
At some
How
point
long did
after,
that take?
Oh, dog.
Yeah.
Dog, okay, I was done with Mega Millions in 2004. 2002, 2003, 2003, 2004. Oh, no, I'm lying. I did it again. 2004, 2005. But I decided to move to Joburg in 2004.
So you're born up a million.
Yeah. I was 28 years old.
Yeah.
I only had 5,000 rands in the pocket. But guess what? In Popstars, I met a white friend of mine called Graham Cunningham. We were talking. I said, hey, dog, we need to move to Joburg. That's where things are happening, bro. That's where TV is at. That's where music, recording labels are there, bro. Let's go. And then while I was in Cape Town, this boy moved to Joburg, got a 2-bedroom flat. And then beginning of 2004, he calls me. Yo, dog. I'm like, dog. He said, bro, I'm in Joburg. Bro. I'm like, what? He said, dog, there's a room waiting for you, bro. Let me know when you come. And I'm like, my man.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
I was done in March in Mega Millions. Went home. I said, Mama, I'm moving to Joburg. I don't have anything. The last money I had was 5,000 rands.
Yeah.
Packed my clothes, got on the bus. Boom, I was in Joburg.
Yeah.
Went in my room. It was empty.
You've got a room waiting for you.
Yeah, it was empty. He had everything set up.
Yeah.
He had a fridge. He had all the appliances. I had to only buy a bed. With
Yeah.
that 5,000 rands, I bought a bed, bro.
Yeah.
And
were
then
set, Mos.
I was set. From there, we hustled. We were hustling. Then Lindelani calls me. I tell him, dog, I'm in Joburg. He said, yeah, let's talk. He calls me up. And then, I'm lying. And then I had to do Mega Millions again while I was in Joburg. I did it from 2004 to 2005. When I came back, Lindelani said, okay, now are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready. He said, okay, come, you're joining Joyous Celebration. From there, bro, it was joyous all the way.
Yeah.
All the way.
I think I remember the time when you started. Oh, my word. That voice was like...
Explosive. Explosive.
Thank you so much.
like
Because, I mean,
where has this
2005.
person been hiding?
Yeah.
2005, yeah.
Ijoyous, we've followed it back in the day.
Way back.
From
With
the
Abo
beginning.
Swazi, Dlamini,
Yeah.
with Abo Vicky Vilakazi,
Yeah.
back.
Me, I joined them on the 10th year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you're right. And I grew up listening to them.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Ijoyous comes, we are here. Okay, where did you meet to Graham, by the way? Did you meet
Popstars.
auditions?
Yeah.
Puma Popstars.
Popstars,
Was
yeah.
he a contestant?
Yes, he was a brilliant singer.
Yeah.
Brilliant singer. White boy. He's in London now.
Yeah.
He stays, he's married, he's chilled. He's in London now.
Okay.
Oh, that's
He left
cool.
me with everything. Actually, he got hard fall. Things were not happening
Yeah.
in Joburg for us. And he just packed up and left me with the flat.
Yeah.
Aibo.
With
Just
everything,
like that.
yeah. He left. His father was already in
When
London.
you are God's favorite
It's God.
child,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
telling
God.
you.
Nah, God just, the way he did things was just
Yes.
crazy.
And then you were growing up, you were maturing as a man.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lot of things happening around you, joyous, happening, traveling,
Yes, sir.
and
Mega Millions.
Mega Millions.
Mega Girls.
And there's mega girls. You know, there are sisters in joyous.
Oh, Jesus.
There's Mega Sisters.
There's
Yeah.
mega sisters in
Waiting,
joyous.
waiting,
God.
attention.
Waiting, the attention engaka.
I've always been a Christian boy.
Yeah.
Like serious, staunch, Durban.
I
If
like
you
that.
understand Durban Christianity,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a late bloomer. Holiness has always been my thing. My pastor said one thing one time when I just got saved. He said, because there was his church full of youth, beautiful women, young. We were all like in the same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
They were like teenagers, like a
Yeah.
lot of them.
Yeah.
Everybody knows when you speak about New Life Church, nobody came close to our music. We sang Keck Franklin, we sang Stomp, we sang Hezekiah Walker.
Yeah.
We were the best choir in Mlazi, Futhi Durban. The whole of Durban, nobody touched New Life.
Yeah.
That's how powerful we were. So I was made a leader at a young age. I was from being a conductor when I was 15, 16, then 17, the pastor made me the choir director. So now I had to really now be a leader among my peers. So I couldn't mess up. because I commanded respect.
Yeah.
I was always on time. I made sure that I respected everybody and everybody respected me.
Yeah.
I didn't go out with nobody. Even when people went out with people, I just couldn't. I was scared of God. I read a lot of Joseph, the book of Joseph, what he did.
Yeah.
So I was that young man who always wanted to please God, and I was scared of. Bro, I was surrounded by beautiful women,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't do nothing. With them, I wasn't working. I had no money, so I didn't want to waste their time.
Yeah.
Because the pastor said, if you jola with someone, you must be ready to marry them.
Yeah.
You must be working, have money in the bank. Don't just do it for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I stuck on that all the way until I was about 28 when I came to Joburg. Then I went to an American church, and things changed. Jesus. I was introduced to how Americans viewed Christianity and their day-to-day interaction with God.
Yeah.
It was way different than mine, than how I was raised. I was mind-boggled. I was like, I had to, I don't know how to put this. I had to grow up quickly because now my upbringing is different from what I'm seeing. My pastor, Robert Kelly, he would smoke cigars. We would visit him at his house. We actually stayed with him at his house. I stayed at my flat from 2004, 5, 6, 7. 7, I couldn't pay for it no more. I wasn't working well. Joyous wasn't paying me enough, so I couldn't maintain the flat. So already I had found a church with my pastor, Reverend Robert Kelly.
Okay.
Not the R. Kelly.
How long is Robert Kelly?
Is it Robert Sylvester Kelly?
No.
Which
This one is
this?
Robert H.
Oh, okay.
Age.
Yeah, Robert
Please
H. Kelly.
always make sure you put this age. So I'm like, yo,
Robert H. Kelly.
thank you.
My father's house, family church.
Yes.
That's where we went. And now I'm staying with this pastor at his house. He wakes up in the morning, he's smoking cigars, he's drinking gentleman's Jack Daniels. And he will go to church and he will preach your pants off. He will bring heaven down. And then from there, my journey in the Lord was shaken. There was a lot of growing up to do, a lot of Bible searching, and trying to understand as a Christian man now how to navigate this, because it's totally
It's new.
different.
Umfundisi ophuzayo.
Different.
Uyabhema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to learn quickly not to judge. And I had to realize that we all have our personal journeys in the Lord. And you can't judge, but you can learn. And, there was a lot happening.
Yeah.
And now I'm joyous. And I'm looking at all these beautiful women. And I'm like, geez. Here is a man who, I had a girlfriend when I was 14, but I was young. And
It was just a
At
crush.
14.
yeah, 14.
All
come
you
on.
know is just to hold each other's hands.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
I was like,
That's what you're supposed to be doing anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
Just hold
You
hands.
know.
but we're from the township, man. So there's too much things that you see in the township.
Corruption.
Yeah, there's too much. And then we broke up, and then I stayed holy.
Maybe she didn't even know you were dating when you.
No, she knew. We knew. We were clever, man.
Yeah.
We were those young, clever people. But after that, because my walk with the Lord just became too serious. The Holy Spirit was casting out a lot of things in me that I had to stop doing. So then I stayed single for a long time until I got to Joyous. And then I saw a colored chick there. I'm like, God damn. Lord Jesus.
Bonakala kuJoyous.
Yeah,
Usuzigcine kangaka.
Ukubona inhlotshana mfethu siphindi.
Usuzigcine kangaka wangena kuJoyous.
This yellow bone colored chick. I'm like, Lord, forgive me, but I'm going for this one. Last Jolad when I was 14.
yeah,
And now
28.
I'm 28.
yeah.
And I'm like,
And how did that go?
not so well. It was good while it started. But when you go out with somebody who's young and they are still learning about who they are, when you're a Christian boy, you're only focusing on them. And it's just the joyous celebration. There's all these wonderful guys. Yes, I've seen him on TV. That's why I'm gravitating towards him. But okay, fine. But there's the drama guy there. There's young. So I understood. So we just went out for about a couple of months, and it was over. Yeah, but that's how it was, man. I was learning life. I moved to Joburg now. So I'm like realizing a lot of things. Yeah, lights, camera action.
Joburg lights.
Now things are changing.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there's a point. At what point did you meet your wife?
Right. So that was 2005. And then I met another wonderful lady. Joyous. There was one time Kati sponsored Old Mutual in 2008. Then we went to perform at Old Mutual. I met another wonderful lady there. Remember, I had broken up with that colored chick. Yeah, like 2 years, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, somewhere around there. I think we went out for 7 months actually. And then I met this wonderful lady at Old Mutual. Beautiful, wonderful lady. We went out for a while now. And then that's when I got Omo in 2009. And then she was doing invoices for me.
Oh.
Now I was getting paid like 40 grand.
Doing invoices, what?
She would help me.
On the client side or, yeah.
She was doing invoices for me, assisting me,
Yes.
administration.
Yes.
So she would do invoices for me.
Yeah.
A lot had happened. I was in Agape. I was presenting a Christian show called Agape, and then I was in Nomzamo.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I remember.
And then they called me in 2009. I was still going out with this chick beginning of the year. They said, Nkanyiso, are you available? Omo is doing a show, a game show. Are you available? I said, definitely I'm available. And then they said, how much? Okay, how much do you want? We're gonna do it for 3 months. I said, okay, 45 grand. They said, okay, cool. They paid me 45,000 rands for 3 months. And then this lady was doing admin for me, so she was doing the invoices for me.
Wow.
And then in June, Omo gave me a contract. The first show was just a 3-month gig, but they saw this guy is good, man. Let's now take him to the Omo door-to-door now.
Oh, wow.
The first one was Omo, what was it? They were actually they were renovating schools, community halls, and all of that. So I did that. I presented that. And then the detergent now did a competition of giving away bursary. Now I had to travel all over the country. 2009, June, now I had to invoice 50,000 a month now. Right? This lady's doing the admin for me. I'm staying at my pastor's house. Then she calls me up one time we were together, baby. I'm thinking about the future. And she's doing invoices for me. She sees how much I'm making, right? And now I'm staying at my pastor's house. I still don't have a car. I still don't have my own place. I'm just staying in a room in my pastor's house. And she says, Nkanyiso, where is this thing going? I'm like, you are a beautiful, very capable woman, but look where I'm staying. And I have a family back at home in Durban. when I make money, I have to send money at home because at that time, I think it was my mom only working. My sister wasn't doing well. My family wasn't okay. So it was all my mom. So I had to send money home and I had to live in Joburg. So I said to her, I still need to get a place to stay. I still need to buy a car. I'm not ready to get married yet, but you are awesome. And I would love to keep on being with you until God changes my situation. If you are not ready to marry me and all of that, bye. And then we broke up. That was June, right? August, I'm shooting an Omo ad. There were about 90 women. While I was shooting the Omo ad, I'm looking at this beautiful woman. I saw one right there, right amongst these women. I'm like, Lord Jesus, that looks good right there. And then when I said, okay, cut, let's take a break, I go to her, I take my phone out, I said, put your numbers in. Just like that. This was August.
Yeah.
Put your numbers in there. I said, okay, I'll call you, all right? I said, okay. Boom, that was a Thursday.
Yeah.
The 20th of August. I had just bought a car, beginning of August.
Yeah.
Beautiful Audi, A4, beautiful, 2-liter T with a red T. Was bowling, man, making 50,000 a month.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
So I was good now, man. And I had confidence now. I was the man now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, now it was a Thursday. I was driving a Toyota Yaris. They had booked me a car to go shoot. And then Saturday, I called this chick. I said, hey, what you doing? She said, nah, man, I'm just chilling. I said, listen, man, I'm going to pick you up around lunchtime. A friend of mine is doing a housewarming. So my friends are saying, please bring a couple of friends, you know.
Yeah.
She said, okay, cool, no problem. I drive there with my A4, right?
Of course.
Parked. Township, First Lawrence. Boom. She comes out with her two friends. I could see on her face, she was like, what? Check. I'm gonna explain to you. And then she comes in the car with her friend. Hi guys, how you doing? Let's go. Boom. She sits in front. And then we became a couple, right?
Yeah.
I'm just forwarding stuff. And then I said to her, would you have ever gone out with a big guy? She said, actually, remember the girl behind me, a friend of mine, her name was this. I actually wanted you for her. I never thought I'd go out with a big guy.
Yeah.
That's when we were together.
Yes.
Okay.
So she's telling you this in hindsight.
In hindsight,
Yeah.
I would have never gone out with you. But what I realized is that because I came with power,
Yes.
she couldn't miss this.
Couldn't
No,
resist.
absolutely.
Yeah, she couldn't. Nah, this guy is good.
Yeah.
And then she saw that I'm a Christian man who loved God. She changed. She was a wild one, you know. She was a wild one. We went out to news cafes.
Yeah.
You know, we had fun. And then she got saved at my church, you know, and she just realized this dude is a godly dude.
Yeah.
So let me not mess up
I'm
with
not-
this
yeah.
wildness of mine. And then, hey, we clicked, man. 2010 World Cup came. I found I got a new place, 2-bedroom flat in Greenstone. Beautiful place. She came. She already had a child. When we met, she had a 4-year-old boy. And she told me immediately on that day when we were together, I actually have a baby boy. I said, it's all good.
At that time, you have no child.
No. I was,
Okay.
come on,
'Cause
I was
we
a
say
Christian
that,
man. Yeah, I was a
yeah.
Christian man who never messed up,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm a late bloomer, you know. And I knew that you had to protect yourself when you were intimate and all of that. So I knew all of that. I was grown, you know. So that's how we met, 2009. I was 33, she was 22. And then we jolled the bra until, and then I moved to my own place, got a beautiful, I changed cars because Omo was just there.
Yeah.
Just blessing and
Kumnandi,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
man, 50 grand a month.
Yeah.
2009 to 2010, I had a 1-year deal with Omo. They gave me 600,000. 2010 to 2011, another deal. So I was good.
So ama-brands ayakuthanda kahle kahle.
I'm really, I realized that God it's the favor from the Lord. And then I changed the car, got an A6 now. I was doing well. My girl was like,
That's
Keep
my
it
man.
Mama.
Keep it coming.
We were good, bro.
Yeah.
And then her son turned 2010. I gave her 5 grand. I said, go do a party for your son, man. You know?
Turning five grand.
Yeah, 5 grand. Go do a nice party for your girl, for your son, man. Did a Ben 10 themed party. It was powerful. So her family now started noticing. This is a good guy. As much as he's on TV, we're scared of that because they are players, but he
Yes.
appears.
He seems consistent.
Yeah, he appears to be a good guy, you know? And then I lost everything in 2011. Almost because the campaigns come and go. So almost switched off. I said, listen, we're good. We're not picking you up. Now, I wasn't
is
prepared for
2011.
this is 2011.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that. But she stayed with me. Like, I was struggling now. No more 50 grand now a month, nothing. It was
You've been
dry.
bowling.
Bro,
Keep on my 5,000.
you're easy.
You know?
Easy. We would travel, we would go to Sun City, have fun there, come back. Man, I was bowling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then 2011, things went downhill. I said to her, listen, I've lost the job. I don't have money. You can move on. Find somebody else. Can't take care of you no more. She said, I didn't fall in love with you because of what you had. I fell in love with you because of who you are. That blew me away.
Yeah.
I was like, this chick.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see you. She stayed. But the Lord was good because I was in joyous celebration still. No, I'm lying. I left Joyous in 2009, but I was still friends with Lindelani Mkhize.
Yes.
So Lindelani Mkhize would bless me, bro. That guy, bro. There was a time where we went to church and I gave my last 10 rand and I was sitting with him. We used to go to the same church. I was sitting with him. I was like, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to pay rent. Rough. Bro, Lindelani looked at me like this. I said, he used to say, Mvana, are you all right, Mvana? It's ish, dog. I'm good, man. It's just that I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I said, don't worry, Mvana. Oh, Jesus. And then we came out. I get now we are in an American church. And I gravitate
where
towards
is this
that.
American church here in Joburg.
Yeah, it was we started in Parktown. Yeah. It was in Parktown. And then we moved to Melville. Now we are in Melville at a school in Melville by next to McDonald's there, next to a square.
Campus Square.
Campus next to Campus Square. There's a school there when you turn right by the Shell garage. The school is somewhere down the road. So now we are in this hall at the school. So that's where we're worshiping. Again, now we are worshiping with Americans, but we are more American than them because we sing better than them.
You know what I mean?
We sing better than them. And I got all my brothers from Joyous. That church used to be big. It used to have good music. Wherever I am, man, there's good music.
So that's where you got your influence from. Your American influence.
Yeah. You can see my mannerisms and how I speak. Yeah, but I stayed with them for about 3 years. And his sons, we still friends today with his sons. We talk all the time. So they, yo, dog, what up, man? When you coming in America, man? We've been waiting for you, son. Man, I'm coming, man. Man, I just need money, man. You know. So that's how we speak.
Yeah.
So that influence stayed. So now, when Lindelani said that, after he just wrote me a check of 12,000 rands, bro.
Awusekho nakuJoyous at that
Angisekho
time.
kuJoyous, but we are proper friends, me and Joy. We are proper. We loved each other. You know, he showed me a lot of stuff. That guy, he mentored me, that guy, bro. Lindelani Mkhize, I love that guy. Took me to restaurants I never thought I would go to. Events I never thought, summer awards, Metro FM. Bro, I was bowling when I was with that cat, man. So he gave me 12 grand. I was like, big bro, what? I was able to pay 2 months of rent. Paid that rent, and then time went on, I got a job at Old Mutual. Okay, now check this out, 2011, 2012. 2012, Lindelani calls me to his office. Now he was an MD at Universal Studios. And then he says, Nkanyiso, I want to give you a deal, quick deal. Let's do this music. I did an inspiration. I recorded an inspirational album. It's called Mr. Feel Good. I did it, but it didn't do well. But it was just Mr. Mkhize trying to make me do something while I'm not doing anything, and you know. That was 2013. That was 2012. Then 2013, February, I prayed. I said to the Lord, I was fasting and praying. I said, Lord, this year you gotta do something. I gotta see you moving. My girl is still here.
Still around.
Still around.
You're not married still?
No, not yet. Not married. Then 2013, check this out. I'm busy praying. It was January. You know January as church, people, check folk, we fast and pray. 21 days. Fasted 21. I don't eat when I fast. I drink. I can't eat. I've never done a Daniel fast. I can't do it. I'd rather not eat and just drink water. So while I was fasting and praying, I was sleeping on the floor. And I said to the Lord, God, help me release my album and help me get a great deal. If you can bless me with those two things, let me not waste this girl's time. Let me marry her. I'm telling you, March, I released the album. April, Oma called me again. They gave me 1.7 million rands from 2013 to 2014. I prayed to the Lord, and the Lord answered me. That was April, right? Oh, now the nigga is back.
The
nigga is bowling now. The nigga bowling.
The nigga is back.
I'm back, baby. Check it. I was driving a black Audi A6, changed it immediately. Thank you. Can I have a new one? Got myself.
At the same time.
Yes. I grew up with nothing. I had nothing, bro. I come from a township, man. You know, and now God is just opening these doors for me. I'm like, what? Got myself a beautiful Audi A6, 3-liter TFSI, white, black seats. Oh my God. I was bowling. And then August, take this girl. Take it. We had our favorite restaurant in Senton called Trumps.
Oh, yes.
Take it. I went, the day before, I went and bought the engagement ring. So I called my mom. I said, Mom?
Your boy is getting engaged.
Mama? I'm thinking it's time. I'm getting married now. Nkanyiso, what are you doing? You know, you have to talk to the family first. We have to call them the uncles. Ma, when you engage, you don't call all them people yet. It's just a me and her thing. She needs to agree first.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know, Mama. And then when she says yes, then we will start the process. She said, hey, but Nkanyiso, okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, Mfano, I'm with okay, Ma, I just need a blessing from you. I said, okay, Mfano, I'm blessed. God bless you. I said, okay, sharp. Then I took her to... Yeah, I had gone with her home a couple of times during December holidays.
Yes.
I would travel with her. She would come on the 26th. Actually, on when we first met, 2009, I flew her down to Durban on the 26th, and then she met the family very early. That was like, I think we had August, September, October, November, December. We like 4 months jolling,
Okay.
and she saw my family and everything. And then the following year, we did the same thing. So they knew her.
Yeah.
And then at Trumps, bro, they brought the flowers and everything, all the works. I had prepared everything. And she was crying, and the white people there around her were, oh my God. Oh, wow, congratulations. It was so nice. I gave her the ring. Boom, she said yes. That was the 23rd of August. And actually, when we went out in 2009, we met on the 20th of August. And then we went to officialize it. It was on the 23rd, which was the Saturday. And then when I engaged her, it was the 23rd of August. And then, bro, it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
We were together. Then the following year, we married. January, we did a traditional wedding at her house in Vosloorus. And then August 24th, we couldn't get the 23rd. August 24th, 2014.
23rd is
We just keep
the
it.
family tradition.
Yeah, we just keep. So the anniversary becomes easy.
Yeah.
We got married on the 24th of August, 2014. She was already pregnant with my son. She was already 4 months pregnant. And 2014 December, we got our first son together. Nkayiso Bhengu was born. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah.
I can see it's written all over your face.
So with Nkayiso being born,
Yes, sir.
there's the Omo deal going on.
Yeah.
But that Omo deal is for a year.
It's for a year.
Right. And you are married with him that year. Or just after?
No, I got another deal.
You got another, okay.
2013 to 2014,
Yeah.
I got a deal from Omo. From 2014 to 2015, I got another deal.
Cool.
2015 to 2016, I got another deal.
So it was a year on year.
Yeah, on
Year
year.
on year.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, where you at now, we invited you here and we
Right.
said you must come with your spouse.
Yeah.
Mongabisi, stop
And
it.
wathi wedwa la.
Vele akafuna ukudlala nezinye iy'ngane.
Yeah, life happens. And then what happened had happened was,
Yeah, you see what happened was.
and then things were beautiful. We bought a house 2015.
Yeah.
My son was already born. And then we took her son. He came and stayed with us in 2015. Actually, 2014, he came, stayed with us. So we were beautiful.
There were 2 kids now.
Yeah, now. It was a beautiful family. 2015, we bought our 3-bedroom flat in Greenstone again, but it was ground floor, beautiful Greenstone Ridge, beautiful white.
place.
Yeah. Stayed at the ground floor. That's where we stayed. And then 2016, I turned 40. And then I realized, Uguti, if I do not change, because I had been gaining weight gradually every year, but now I'm becoming like really, really huge. I'm happy. Things are happening. I'm getting $1 million a year from Omo, $1 million a year from Omo. Everything is going well. My wife is here, beautiful woman. My kids, beautiful kids. Everything is going well. And in 2016, I was turning 40 in 2016. But January, I had an epiphany. Not necessarily an epiphany, but the Holy Spirit said to me, it's time to start a program where you use your public influence to effect change. As a man of God, church folk gain weight a lot. Like a lot of church folk are overweight.
What's the reason?
It's
don't-
upbringing, not being active, and eating habits are wrong, and we inherited it. But there was just something about my weight, and I had problems. In joyous celebration when I was singing, I was overweight, but I wasn't bad. But I would, after performing with Joyous, I would sleep the whole week because my feet couldn't carry me. It was so painful. Then as I, every year gradually gaining weight, my lower back started giving me problems. Sexually now with my wife, it wasn't as powerful as before. So there was a lot of things that were happening at one time. And I was realizing now, if I don't change this thing, something bad is going to happen. It's either I'm going to have diabetes, heart attack,
or lose the very wife.
BP, lose the wife. There was a lot of factors that the Holy Spirit made me think about beginning of 2016. So immediately I registered a foundation called Pillar Foundation, where I 3 pillars of Pillar Foundation was health, women empowerment, youth skills development, and mentorship. Those are the 3 pillars of Pillar Foundation. But I was focusing more on the health part. Now, I started walking in 2016. I started gymming in January after fasting, and then I started eating right and gymming, trying to get sponsorships and all of that stuff, only to find that in April of that same year, Omo just left
Completely now.
completely. Apparently now they were found by the competition commission that they were fixing prices, so they were penalized to pay R1 billion. So they had to cancel a lot of campaigns, and mine,
Including yours
including mine. So now, boom, now they paid me the 250 in April, 250,000, but that was the last money I would see for 8 years.
Sure. You have your family,
So now,
your home,
yeah,
car, and everything.
yeah. Now things became real now. Now I have a car that I can't pay for now. I have a house that I can't pay for. I have kids. Or in 2017, I had my baby girl. In 2017, Kanya was born. But now we are really struggling. We started struggling by around August. Things became very bad because now we had paid, now we try to pay ahead for everything, for the car, for the house, buy food, now school. But now we were really now running on empty now. Sold my PlayStations to buy food for my kids and my wife. Now it's rough. Now I'm an Omo guy.
Yeah.
No other brand will touch me. Because when a brand sees me, they see Omo. So their brand gets swallowed up.
Yeah. And lapho uOmo akasakubhadali
No,
because there's
no, it's gone. It's finished.
It's gone now.
Nothing is coming, nothing. So tensions start, boiling in the house now. It's not nice no more. Now I'm a man who's home, who's not bringing the cheese no more in the house. So, but we tried, man. We tried. 2016, I turned 40. I had no money to enjoy my birthday. June 15, I turned 40 in 2016. Now things are rough. 2017, my baby girl was born, but God would sustain me. Actually, when my daughter was born, the bank took the car, the Audi. The bank took the car. But I forgot to tell you that in 2015, I had bought my wife the Polo that I'm driving. I had bought my wife that car because when I was working, excuse me,
Sure.
I was away for a long time, and she would be stuck alone and that don't have transport, and she had kids. It was beautiful. Man, we didn't have a girl in the house, so
Yeah.
that's why I called her Kanya.
Yeah.
She just brought light. In the midst of all the pain that we were going through.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then I think started being tough, man. But now, when I went to cut my hair in 2019, I met Percy Vilagazi. Percy Vilagazi works for The River. Chidza Productions,
yes.
Chidza Pictures. So we cut hair in the same salon. And I'm like, hey, dog, bro, can you hire me to be a pastor, man? You know, I said, hey, Brias, you let me think about it. That was December 2018. April 2019, I get a call from Chidza Pictures. Hi, Nkanyiso, this is Chidza Pictures. Please, can you come through? We are shooting the pastor scene tomorrow at this time. Can you come? I'm like, definitely, I'm there. Boom, went in there, killed it. I wasn't even auditioned for it because that's how good I am. That's how they knew that I'm going to actually deliver. Went there, did my thing. Everybody loved me. I was a pastor for now until it finished shooting, until it was cancelled. Season 6. I started in season 2 or 3, somewhere around there. So that was beautiful, but still struggling, you know. And then, things were tough in the house. We couldn't pay now for the house. At least we had a car that was running that we owned. So we were good. But I think, I stopped walking when things got bad. I couldn't gym no more. And then 2020 was COVID. That's when God woke me up on July 17 during COVID. And he said, get back to it. Then I started walking. Every day, trying now. Now it helped me cope with my insecurities, with my challenges that was going on in the house. But my wife started being distant, and I understood things were not well at the house. I was praying, fasting for the marriage to go well, but kakulu for the Lord to open, job opportunities. I wasn't called often as I wished. We River. I wasn't called as often as I wished from just anybody else, but we were surviving. But now I couldn't pay for the mortgage, or what do you call it in South African terms? A bond. I couldn't pay for my bond. I couldn't buy groceries as often as I could. So it was rough. And then October 2020, the house was auctioned. But I had started walking and gymming, and so I was better mentally. But my wife was just messed up because it's from 2016. So it had already been, it already been like 4 years of nothingness. She didn't see any silver lining. I understood, and we couldn't perform sexually now in bed because I was stressed out. I wasn't making money. Things were just rough. But my kids gave me hope, and then December 20, the house was auctioned October 8. We had to get out of the house. We didn't have anywhere else to go. We didn't have money to pay rent. So I told my wife to go, listen, she was still my wife, but in December, things happened. We just couldn't cope no more. And we decided to separate. She went and stayed in Soweto at her cousins. I went and stayed with my big brother in Centurion. And then we tried to work it out. And for the sake of the kids, it just didn't work. It was just, she was strained. She couldn't handle it no more. Because when she found me, I was good, man. Life was good, man, and but she couldn't see that man she
That
used
she
to,
saw
She used
there.
to see, yeah.
and I understood. 2021, or then I moved. I stayed with my brother. She stayed in Soweto, cousins play, and then she moved back home to Vosloorus with the kids, and then but we talk, we good. We love our kids. We co-parenting so well. We always talk every time about the kids and everything. But I had to heal, and she had to heal her own way, and I had to heal my own way. But gymming, walking was my my sanctuary.
Yeah.
I started losing weight.
Yeah.
I became very fierce in it. I started losing weight. I was 189 kgs when I started. But when I was in my brother's place in January, I checked the scales. I was 161
Oh,
kgs. And then I carried on until I was about 145 kgs in 2022. And then my brother gave me an ultimatum, which, bro, now I want to get married, because my brother too had divorced.
Yeah.
So he was staying with his son then, and then I stayed with them. There was 3 of us. But in 2022, he had prayed to the Lord that I need to get a wife now. And I said, no, God, it was time. And he found a beautiful woman. And then he said, bro, end of 2022, I can't have you no more, bro. Either you go back home or you get I need to start my family. I said, okay, cool. No, I understand, my brother. And then I January 2023, I left for Durban. I stayed I went back home. I stayed with my mother in her house in Pinetown with my other brother. But we still talk. But divorce is not a godly thing. Divorce is painful. Divorce is just it's like you are mourning death of a relationship, a death of a family that could have been something else. When families break up, it's a painful thing because now the kids are stuck in the middle. We can handle it. We are old enough to be able to navigate through the situation, but the kids,
their children.
it's crazy. Because now they'll be asking crazy questions, man, and you don't have an answer.
Yeah.
Why are you not staying together with mom no more? And they are young, man. When I divorced, my son was like, what? When we divorced, it was 2021, February, and my son, he's 10 now, but he was like, what, 5, 6?
They were still very young.
Yeah, and my daughter was like 3. So the older one was 15, so he understood what was going on. But the kids were like, "Why aren't you with my mama no more? Why aren't you? Why? What's going on? And, hey, bro, you try to
Becomes
explain.
a challenge.
They don't understand.
Oh,
know.
That's such a sad. But I hope you haven't given up on love.
Oh no!
The
Jesus!
same way your brother hasn't given up.
No, my brother got married. I was emceeing his wedding. Actually, they were high school lovers.
Oh, wow.
My brother was 21, she was 19. And then because I guess it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
My brother is 55 years old. She's 53.
Yes.
And they because they had
Went
to go to
separate
school.
ways.
Yeah. He went to Westville University. She went to another university. And they lived their life. They got married. She got married. And then they met again in 2021. She had divorced. He had divorced.
Oh, wow.
She had a baby girl. He had a baby boy.
So they
met.
family now.
They met now. They got married December last year.
Yeah.
Boom. They are a beautiful family today.
That's
Gonna happen for you too.
Oh, no. I'm getting married when I'm 26. When I'm 50. When I'm 26. 2026.
In
When I turn
2026?
50, I'm turning 50 in 2026. I'm going to get married.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
I'm going to get married. I don't know the wife yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the resources yet.
Yeah.
But I know in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth,
It's going to happen.
if God be God, when I turn 15, 2026, I'm getting married.
We are
be
here.
there.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Please, I'm gonna. You will be VIPs.
We'll
We'll
be
be
there.
there.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
be
getting
there.
Oh
married.
my word. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
my.
Words fail us. This has been such an amazing time with you.
Thank you.
You are such a vibe.
Thank you.
You are such a vibe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Ngolosi, for spending time with us.
Bless your family.
My goodness, there's so much. I feel like this conversation could go for 2 hours.
Oh man.
For more,
No, certainly.
we wanted to get into a lot more issues, especially around the weight loss program.
Yes, sir.
But time, is against us with that.
Yeah.
But we are closing this season, being our first season, and
You've done so well.
We could look into season 2 as well.
Actually,
let's
sorry
see.
to ungena emlonyeni.
Yes.
Actually, that's why I've gained weight, because it all works out for the good. I'm planning a weight loss reality show. I've spoken to. Hey, should I reveal this thing? Okay.
Don't
Yeah, yeah.
spoil it out.
don't
Yeah.
spoil
I'm
it.
taking 5 well-known South Africans who are
Yes.
obese,
Yes.
and 5 ordinary South Africans, put them together.
Yeah.
A reality. So I'm looking for sponsors. I'm busy speaking to
That's so
the right people now. So it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's gonna
Let's
happen.
hope someone is watching.
In Jesus'
From your
name.
mouth to the universe.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
may God make your dreams come true.
Amen. I appreciate you.
We appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Baba Ngolosi, for being with us.
Thank you, guys.
Today we've been looking forward to this conversation, and we hope that you had also, really gleaned, what you could, in the journey of Nkanyiso. And we hope again we'll meet again next week. And by the way, the marriage dance. The marriage dance.
Yes,
We're
Pretoria.
in Pretoria, 14 February 2025.
Oh wow.
Come, the tickets are already out there. Pick and Pay, they are available. They're also available at Web Tickets. And come, let's have a good time. It's going to be a marriage seminar fused with dance music.
you've never seen it
Like you've never seen it. It's
before.
going to be awesome. Buy your tickets now and let's get out there and let's have a good
For
time.
the record, it is for singles and married people.
Yeah,
So if you're
because
single,
people keep asking
you
us.
can
Yeah.
still come. If you're married,
Yeah.
please do come. But vele ngo-2026 sohlangana.
Emshadweni wami.
He's ready.
Yes.
Get married.
Until next
I'm
time.
getting married.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
Until
so
next
much.
time.
All the best.